Hello students, welcome back to your class. Hope all of you are fit and healthy and ready to start. Have you seen the young ones of different animals? Here I show you some pictures. Very cute little ones. Many of these you know. Try to recognize these young ones. You must have seen the young ones of various animals being born. Can you tell how chicks and caterpillars are born? How are kittens and puppies born? Do you think that these young ones look the same before they were born as they do now? Let us find out. Do you recall the processes of digestion, circulation and respiration which you have studied in your previous classes? These processes are essential for the survival of every individual. You have also learnt about the process of reproduction in plants. Reproduction. Re means again. Production means generation. Reproduction means production of the same individual, production of new individuals of the same kind from the previous one. Reproduction is essential for the continuation of a species. Imagine what would have happened if organisms had not reproduced. You will realize that reproduction is very important as it ensures the continuation of similar kinds of individuals, generation after generation. You have already learnt in your previous class about reproduction in plants. In this chapter, we shall learn how reproduction takes place in animals. Just as in plants, there are two modes by which animals reproduce. These are sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. First, we will discuss about sexual reproduction. Try to recall reproduction in plants, which you have studied in class 7. You will remember that plants that reproduce sexually have male and female reproductive parts. In animals also, males and females have different reproductive parts or organs. Like plants, the reproductive parts in animals also produce gametes. What are gametes? Mature reproductive cells are called gametes. Now, gametes fuse to form a zygote. Zygote is the first cell, which develops, and this zygote develops into a new individual. This type of reproduction, beginning from the fusion of male and female gametes, is called sexual reproduction. The type of reproduction beginning from the fusion of male and female gametes is called sexual reproduction. Let us find out the reproductive parts in human and study the process of reproduction in them. First, we will discuss male reproductive organs. The male reproductive organs include a pair of testes, 2 sperm ducts and a penis. Here you see the diagram. The testes produce the male gametes called sperms. Millions of sperms are produced by the testes. Here you see the diagram of a sperm. Though sperms are very small in size, each has a head, a middle piece and a tail. Does it appear to be a single cell? Indeed, each sperm is a single cell with all the usual cell components. Now we will discuss female reproductive organs. The female reproductive organs are a pair of ovaries, oviducts or fallopian tubes and the uterus. Ovary, which is small oval shaped structure, produces female gametes called ova or eggs. In human beings, a single matured egg is released into the oviduct by one of the ovaries every month. Oviduct is the tube which is near to the ovary. Uterus, it is a inverted pitcher-like structure, is the part where development of the baby takes place. Like the sperm, an egg is also a single cell. Here you see the diagram. The egg may be very small as in humans, much larger as in hens. Ostrich egg is the largest. Fertilization. The first step in the process of reproduction is the fusion of sperm and an ovum. When sperms come in contact with an egg, one of the sperms may fuse with the egg. Such fusion of the egg and the sperm is called fertilization. Here you see the diagram. During fertilization, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus. This results in the formation of a fertilized egg or zygote. So, a zygote has a single nucleus. Did you know that the zygote is the beginning of the new individual? So, it is the first cell of a new individual. The process of fertilization is the meeting of an egg cell from the mother and a sperm cell from the father. So, the new individual inherits some characteristics from the mother and some from the father. Fertilization, which takes place inside the female body, is called internal fertilization. Internal fertilization occurs in many animals, including humans, cows, dogs, and hens. You will be surprised to know that in many animals, fertilization takes place outside the body of the female. In these animals, fertilization takes place in water. Let us find out how this happens. During spring or rainy season, frogs and toads move to ponds and slow-flowing streams. When the male and the female come together in water, the female lays hundreds of eggs. Unlike hen's egg, frog's egg is not covered by a shell and it is comparatively very delicate. A layer of jelly holds the eggs together and provides protection to the eggs. As the eggs are laid, the male deposits sperm over them. Each sperm swims randomly in water with the help of its long tail. The sperms come in contact with the eggs. This results in fertilization. This type of fertilization, in which the fusion of a male and a female gamete takes place outside the body of the female, is called external fertilization. It is very common in aquatic animals such as fish, starfish, etc. But why do fish and frogs lay eggs in hundreds, whereas a hen lays only one egg at a time? Though these animals lay hundreds of eggs and release millions of sperms, all the eggs do not get fertilized and develop into new individuals. This is because the eggs and sperms get exposed to water movement, wind and rainfall. Also, there are other animals in the pond which may feed on eggs. Thus, production of large number of eggs and sperms is necessary to ensure fertilization of at least a few of them. So, today we have started Chapter 9, Reproduction in Animals. We learnt about male and female reproductive organs in humans, male and female gametes, external and internal fertilization. Today up to this much. Thank you, students.